I'm Lindsay Leggett. I'm one of the assistant principals here at Grenada Middle School. Tonight we are so excited about our Stories and Songs literacy event. Tonight is all about how music and literacy connect. Students are going to be coming to school, working through 4 rotations in classrooms where they're connecting lyrics, literacy, and music, and having a great time doing it. We have 4 different rooms tonight. Our first room is the rock and roll room, where students are going to be looking at the lyrics to Hound Dog by Elvis Presley. We have a surprise guest, Will Blaylock, who's coming in as a Elvis impersonator. Our second classroom is the pop room. Students are going to be working with Taylor Swift lyrics to talk about figurative language. And we also have 4 of Vision's very own girls coming to be Taylor Swift tonight. Our third classroom is the blues classroom, where our very own CJ Barnes is sitting in and playing some background blues music. In this classroom, students are going to be writing their own lyrics and using AI to generate a blues-themed song. And then our fourth classroom, our country music classroom, students are going to be coming and reading about Dolly Parton's Coat of Many Colors and learning how to take their own story, write it in a narrative form. And then we have some guest visits in that classroom as well. They're coming in and taking those narrative sentences and putting them to a little tune in the background. We want to give a big thank you to all of those businesses and partners who helped us provide the beautiful decorations in our building. Thanks so much for coming.
All right, I'm going to call our March meeting to order. We're all present. Dr. Braswell's joining us by phone. Kevin, will you lead us in the pledge and invocation, please? Sure.
Stand, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let's pray. Dear Lord, we just thank you for today, God. We just thank you for the rain that we may need. God, we ask that you be with those that are traveling in this weather to keep them safe. God, be with us here as a board and school district. Lord, give us the wisdom that we need, and just ask that you watch over all of our students and our teachers and give them the guidance that they need. Lord, this we ask for your continued blessings. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen.
Need a motion to adopt the minutes from the last board meeting.
I make a motion.
I make a motion. Or I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Unanimous?
Aye.
All right. Adoption of the agenda.
We have no changes or deletions.
Public comment is not on here. That's the last.
Oh, it is not, but nobody signed up. Sorry.
All right.
I make a motion we approve the agenda.
Got a motion, second from Ms. Conlon. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Okay, old business, so our next board meeting will be April the 8th at 6 o'clock. April the 8th at 6. All right, moving on to new business. Rodney, we got starting out with 16 section land.
Yeah, 16 section land. You see there, the only thing that's on the status report this month are those delinquent leasees, delinquent in taxes and also their leases. Was able to get a couple of those delinquent leasees off of the list this month, and also did go by the city and got all the old delinquent city taxes and also got the county taxes and forwarded all that information, of course, along with all the delinquent rents and interest and penalty amounts that were out there to Adams and Reese, and they're currently working on letters to go out to these leasees, or 60-day letters. It'll just be informing them, that, hey, they got 60 days to get all this caught up, or their leases will be terminated. So those should be going out in the next few days to those leasees. So hopefully we're making some movement to get this resolved.
Okay. All right. Is that all on 16 section?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
That's all.
All right, thank you. All right, section B would be personnel 1 and 2.
To be in compliance with Mississippi Code 37921, if you are related to any of the following personnel to be considered and voted upon, please recuse yourself from the school board meeting until the motion and vote is made. I'd like to make the following faculty recommendations for the 2024-25 school year, and that is personnel 1 on the laptop. You can see a number of people that have been recommended, and you see several people that are resigning, and you see increased contract days for a couple of people, and increased pay for an additional employee. We ask that you approve those.
Need a motion to approve personnel 1.
So moved.
Ms. Conley, second. Kevin. Any discussion? All in favor? Unanimous. All right, personnel 2.
I'd like to make the following faculty recommendations for the 2025-26 school year. And if you would refer to Personnel 2 on your laptops, take a look at the recommendations. You're going to see a number of teachers. You're going to see an assistant athletic director, and that is Michael Fair. That is also going to be moving into that role. You're going to see an assistant football coach and so on. A couple of them, and you see a teacher or several teachers, and you also see transferring some folks from one location to a different location doing different things. The lady, Tammy Kavanaugh, who is in charge of the Balloon Quest, she is going to be going from full-time to part-time, and we're delighted that she's going to stay on with us. And of personal note, you're going to see that Dr. Ezard Bain is moving from the 9th grade principal job to the director of the Grenada Career and Technical Center. And so we're excited about that and the work that I know that Ezard is going to do quite well. We'd ask that you please approve those folks.
I have a question on this personnel. Did we add another assistant athletic director's position?
Yes, we did.
So when did we add that additional athletic director position?
We just did. We're doing it tonight.
Okay, so that says a position, so, I mean, and just for clarity, an additional assistant athletic director position, does it have to be added before it is brought, or, I mean, I'm not sure really how that works. So we're gonna have 2 assistant athletic directors?
We do. We have one athletic director, and that is Lyle Williams, and then we have 2 assistant athletic directors, and that would be Chip Foster and Michael Fair. Why? Because we need the help when it comes down to trying to do the huge variety of sports that we're taking care of within that department.
Another question, a couple of questions. I know on the last board meeting, we approved the athletic coordinator's position, which does not require 486 for 12-5. So what payment would this assistant athletic director position be receiving?
That payment is going to be on the schedule that's going to be coming out a little bit later, as we are working to try to finalize all of the pay scale for each job that we have in the school district. So that's going to be coming up soon.
So it seems a little premature to approve another assistant athletic director's position, and we don't even know what the pay is going to be.
Let me say this, would you like to take Michael Fair off the list to be approved tonight?
So I think it's a little premature to approve a position before we even know what the pay is going to be. I know the last meeting we approved $12,500 for assistant athletic coordinator. And now we're about to add another position. So is this 3 positions that we're adding? I mean, is this 2 positions that we're adding at 12.5? Or is this 1 position that we're adding at 12.5 and then there's another random 12.5 just floating out there? Because we didn't approve this last meeting. So again, I think it's a little strange that we're about to approve an assistant athletic director's position before we even know that this was even going to be an option. Because historically, we've only had 1 assistant athletic director, and now we're about to blindly approve a second one and not even know what we're going to pay it. Because last meeting, we approved assistant coordinator for $12,500.
Dr. Williams, the assistant coordinator that we are talking about, which job is that? Is that?
You talking about the job that?
I have no idea. I have no idea. The assistant coordinator, is that
I'm not
the
sure.
athletic coordinator?
12,500, not sure what he's talking about.
Because the athletic director's position is 12,000 flat out.
No, it's not. It is,
Don't say that. Don't, David, let's not have a contentious meeting. I'm not saying something from the top of my head. I've already done the research. We approved it last meeting. The athletic director that we approved last meeting was $12,000. The assistant athletic director's position, thank you, I appreciate you saying you don't know, but that's what we approved. We approved the athletic director's position for $12,000. Zero step 12,000, first step 0, second step 0. The assistant athletic director's coordinator's position that we approved was like 8,000, 8,400, 8,500 for 0 step and whatever the other 1, 2 steps would have been. I can't remember exactly off the top of my brain. So again, these things don't align, and then to blindly accept an assistant athletic director's position without even knowing what it's paid, it doesn't make sense. And not even to say that we're adding an additional position, I think is a little bit odd. So to answer your question, yes, I would like to take Michael Fair, assistant athletic director's position, off until we can know what the pay is going to be. Was this position advertised? Was this position advertised? The whole 9 yards.
So you're making a motion?
Yes, I'll make a motion that we hold off on Michael Fair, assistant athletic director's position, until we can get some more information.
But it was advertised.
It was advertised.
Where was it? Where was it
May I
advertised?
speak?
Where was it advertised? Was
Yes.
it advertised across the state?
It was advertised on our website.
So it wasn't a state advertised position. So how would
No.
people across the state know to apply for this position if we're only advertising it
They can
on our
look,
website?
it's online on our website, and everybody in the state can see that spot.
But I guess my question would be, how would we get the best applicants for an assistant's job if it's not advertised across the state and it's only
I felt like
advertised?
we had a lot of good applicants.
Ron, you wanted to mention something?
Yeah, well, again, just y'all referencing what was approved last month, and last month we did approve all the salary schedules, that pertain to certified teachers, including coaches, band directors, all those additional supplements that are applicable to those positions. And of course, what we're working on, and the reason we've done that is because we sent contracts out for next year. So again, this personnel too, of course, is for next year, and that assistant athletic director's salary or the supplement is included on the athletic supplements schedule for next year, and it is $8,500 is the dollar amount.
That's 12.5. It's in black and white. This is not hard to read. If we were doing our due diligence and looking at our agenda before we just blindly approve things, I think it'll be very clear that this is, and then this is where it says athletic director, 12,000. They just said that it wasn't 12,000, but it's clear we just approved the athletic director's job for 12,000. That's plain as day. I didn't make this chart up. This is what was given to us, and this is what we voted on.
Is it athletic director or assistant?
No. Athletic.
I can't tell if that's
Yeah,
athletic
yeah.
or assistant though.
See, I think that's athletic coordinator, athletic director. So that's ATHC coordinator, ATHC director. So that's athletic director at 12,000, like
That's
I
the
said,
assistant.
and then this is assistant, the assistant coordinator, not the assistant director, which is 12.5.
So you make a motion.
Yeah, I make a motion.
Strike.
Yeah, I make a motion that we hold off until we get some more information on what the athletic director, the assistant athletic director's position, pay is going to be, and also if that's even the correct term, because what we approved is athletic coordinator, which doesn't require a 486. Athletic director requires a 486, and not the athletic coordinator. So if we're going to put somebody in an athletic director's position, then they must obtain the 486. If they don't have 486, then they're the athletic coordinator, which is what we approved, and not an additional position. So there's a lot of moving parts, which again, I keep saying it. I just keep saying it over and over. This was a predetermined decision. This was predetermined. And at
Prove how that was a predetermined position to me.
I don't have to prove anything to you, David.
You need to prove
I
to
don't
the
have to-
people
I don't have to
what
prove
you were
anything to you,
saying.
David. I don't have to
Yes,
prove-
you do. Yes, you do.
Let's move on. So you made a motion.
And then again, also with this assistant athletic director position, even at 12.5, even if we keep the coordinator's position at 12.5, we're looking at paying Michael Fair around $125,000, and that's about $13,000 more than we're paying our high school principal. So I think we need to be very careful on how we move to get people more money. If we're gonna move the scale up for the football coach, and I'm all for it, let's just do it unilaterally and give all the football coaches a raise. Let's not create another position as an assistant athletic director, which we've never had, just to give somebody some more money. Let's just do it unilaterally and pay all the football coaches more money, which in turn, we would have to pay other coaches more money as well. Let's not do anything underhanded to try to get more money to a certain person. And again, that salary is gonna be $125,000+ that we'll be paying a football coach here in Grenada when, again, last meeting, we can't even pay our security officers more than $9, which we said we were gonna be paying them $12.45. And I hope you all went back and heard that.
Right. So Dr. Turner made a motion that we strike Michael Fair from personnel 2. Can I get a second? Hearing none, motion fails. Now I need a motion to approve personnel 2 as presented. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Kevin, can I get a second?
Second.
So for the record, we approved a position and we don't even know what we're about to pay them. Is that really what this board is gonna do? The lack of integrity is just unbelievable. I mean, it's unbelievable. That's not even legal. That is a legal issue. That is a legal issue that we're doing. That's legal. That's a legal issue.
It's not legal.
All in favor?
That we're gonna approve a position without a
Aye.
payment.
Are you abstaining?
Yeah, no, I'm not abstaining. I'm saying no.
Okay, got 4, yay, 8, and Dr. Turner, no.
So, and just for clarity, so we're approving a position without knowing the salary and also another 12.5 that don't even align. Is that what
we
we're
already have
approving?
an assistant director. We know what the salary scale is for assistant director, because we already have one
Which is what?
for Chip.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's
It's about
already.
8,500. Isn't that what it is?
But that's
Yeah, I
not
think
true.
that's what-
That's not what we approved.
That's what's been on the,
Right.
Can we not read? I mean, I'm showing it to you.
But we approved that, so we changed it. Did we not approve that pay scale? Yes.
Go ahead, Haley.
All right. Section C, policies, review policies, J, students, no revision. So we had no revisions from our previous policy of J. Can I get a motion to accept policy J with no revisions?
So moved.
Second.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Lyle, item D is CSI, TSI updates.
I'm gonna give, we're just getting information that they haven't, they give it to you like the day before or something from MDE, so I'm gonna give this information on budgets. All right, and we just got the information on the 2025 budget, and the way it works, like we had a budget from 2024. And if you don't spend all of it, you can carry it over into the 2025 budget. And that's what the first line is talking about, the Grenada Middle School, the CSI budget. And we started with $118,495, but you get 18 months to spend the money. So like you get money from the 2023 that comes in the 24 and so forth. And so we had about $80,000 that remained in the budget at the beginning of the school year. And they just gave us the $95,743 for the 25, okay? So right now, if you go through the different things that we're planning on spending in our budget, this is what I want to talk about. You've got an interventionist, that's a full-time teacher spot. That's benefits, insurance, and salaries, about $66,000. We have with Simple Solutions, and I didn't put that, but number 2 is Simple Solutions, and it's 3 parts to it. We get the reading comprehension, and these are workbooks, math spiral review, and 8th grade science, and that's $19,500. Have Kids First tutoring services, it's $28,000, and we've been talking about that. And then $22,000 for just supplies, and that's manipulatives like geo boards, journals, flip charts, headphones, flexible seating, level readers, and et cetera, like, paper, ink, whatever, things like that. So you come to a total of $135,500. And it might be adjusted throughout the year as we see things come up, and we'll put that in that report each, on that part. And the high school budget, which is the TSI budget, it started out at $64,000 for the 24 year, and it's around $20,000 remain in it currently, and we got $87,000 for the 2025 budget. And if you look at that, we have a part-time tutor for a little over $22,000, teacher salary and benefits of $30,900, ongoing professional development. We've been talking about working with our teachers that are first and second year teachers. That's that amount for $14,800. Instructional coach for a little over $4,000. And instructional supplies for a little $14,700 and some change, so a total of $87,000. So what I'd like, if you would approve the budgets for the CSI and TSI budgets and plan, and we've been talking about it, and that's what I would like. Does anybody have any questions on it before I ask for approval? Let me ask that first. Okay. If I could get a motion to approve.
Need a motion to approve the TSI, CSI budget for.
And plan.
25.
And plan.
All right.
I'll make a motion.
Got a motion?
Second.
Second, Ms. Conley. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Lyle. Item E, superintendent's report.
I wanted to mention just a few things to you. On the academic side, we've been involved in assessments this week, and our students have been working hard and trying to prepare as our teachers have. And so we're trying to get the assessments knocked out this week so that we can have a pretty good reading on where we stand academically. We will be approaching the final testing of the year after spring break, which all of you, it actually begins, about 11 days for some schools after spring break is completed. So it's coming up quicker than you think. In the area of facilities at the middle school, if you've been by there, you're going to see that there is some fencing that has been completed, has been put up, and also they have worked a little bit with concrete and breaking up some old concrete that was on the facility. So they've been working with that to get to the point of getting ready to do additional work on the middle school. So they're getting ready for everything that's going to be going down. The third item I wanted to mention was in response to requests made by Haley Biddy, Board President, and Attorney Jim Keith to check the facts from the April 2024 board meeting regarding the SSO's hourly rate. I have gathered the following information, and we have studied the facts. In February 2025, Dr. Turner stated that David said they would be paid $12.45 an hour. On review, this statement is absolutely false. I made no such statement as that. To add clarification, when our SSOs worked for Safe Security, they were paid $9 an hour at the district's cost to Safe Security of $12.45 per hour. When we hired the SSOs as Grenada School District employees, we continued to pay $9 an hour at the district's increase costs of $15.17 per hour, which includes the benefit package of health insurance and retirement, etc. This additional $60,000 would cover all benefits for the 6 full-time SSOs. The facts are, during the April 2024 board meeting, Rodney Murphy, our business manager, explained the hourly rate that the officers will be paid is the same as they were paid by the previous employer. In an attempt to further clarify that discussion, Kevin Carnathan questioned Mr. Britt. We were paying them basically, indirectly, the security company at how much an hour? That was the question that Kevin Carnathan posed, to which Mr. Britt answered it was $12.45 per person. $12.45 was the district cost, not the hourly rate of pay for SSOs. The minutes for April 9th, 2024 board meeting were approved unanimously during the May 11th, 2024 board meeting. Finally, when all of this came into question last month at the February 2025 board meeting, Rodney Murphy once again explained. He said, to my knowledge, the $12.45 would have been the gross amount that was paying the Safe Security, not what those officers were receiving while working for Safe Security, which was $9 an hour. The facts are, No one said $12.45 was an hourly rate of pay during the April 2024 board meeting or last month at the February 2025 board meeting. Those are the facts that surround that issue. I wanted to also mention in my report that we're very pleased with the work that our show choirs have been doing. Pizzazz has been involved in competitions, placing second, best costumes, best performer, Kaylin Pratt. Visions has also been involved in multiple competitions. They have been, so far this year, grand champions, best production, best visuals, best costumes. This past week, we finished third in a competition, and now we are getting ready to move to Illinois to the next competition this next weekend. So we're excited about the work that they've been doing. That completes my report.
All right.
First of all, and I know to the board it doesn't matter, so I'm not even speaking to you all, but to the general public, what was stated was absolutely a misinterpretation and a complete attempt to misrepresent the facts. And I wrote it in order, but I'm gonna go backwards. I have officers who were interviewed by Benji and another officer who can come to the board meeting and tell you what they were promised. That's number one. Number two, go back and look at it, general knowledge, April 9th, around the 19 minute mark, I said, so we're gonna pay them more. I kept saying, so we're gonna pay them more because it was stated that the district was paying Safe Security $12.45 an hour, and the security company was taking the difference between $12.45 an hour and paying them $9, and that was their profit. So I said, we're gonna take them on, and we're gonna pay them more than what Safe Security was paying them, which was the $12.45 or the $12.75, which was promised during the interview. But that's just to clear up the misrepresentation of what David stated.
All right.
Let me help to clear up the representation of what David stated. Would you please play the video of Rodney Murphy explaining the hourly rate?
Yes, please.
So everybody can see it.
Please, thank you, I appreciate that, thank you.
Turn the volume up, Mary.
Previous employer,
Let me replay.
Okay.
hourly rate that the officers will be paid is the same as they were paid previous employer.
Okay?
What was-
Next,
what was that?
Kevin Carnathan is questioning Benji Britt.
We were paying them, basically, indirectly, the security company, at how much now?
It was $12.45 per person.
So what have you proved?
Can you play that again so that
We were
everybody can hear?
paying
what-
them, basically, indirectly, the security company, at how much now?
It was $12.45 per person.
Okay, now will you play the next clip, please?
David said that we're paying them $12.45 an hour.
Which is absolutely false. David never said that. Play the next clip.
I think that would be based on what we did, like, they walked through how the board, so that you can just check the minutes. Sure.
And that's what we have done tonight. we have searched this out to check the facts. Mary, the last clip, Rodney Murphy once again explaining the
To
situation.
my knowledge, the 1245 would have been the gross amount that was paying to Safe Security, not what those officers were receiving while working for Safe Security. Which was $9.
Well, the only thing you did was further prove my point, that we were paying them $12.40, we were paying Safe Security $12.45 an hour. They were paying them $9. Mike, why did you put what I said on there? Which was, so we're gonna pay them more, Rodney Murphy said, which is $12.45 an hour. That's what we're.
No, that's not what was said. That's not, please go back to what Rodney Murphy
Pay them the
said.
same. He said, we were paying Safe Security $12.45 an hour. They take their fee out, they're paying their officers $9.
We clear.
And Rodney said, we're gonna pay them the same. Plus, we're giving them health benefits and retirement benefits on top of that,
Which is
ends up
costing
costing
the
us
district more,
more.
but not individually.
Right.
That's right. All right, can we move on? Let's go to,
You all took,
all right.
this is incredible. It's like living in a twilight zone. You all
You just
take.
don't understand what he
No,
just
no,
said.
I understand.
You're misunderstanding.
I understand perfectly fine, but you all take snippets of an entire conversation, and then you all just highlight points and say, this is the complete story, when that's just absolutely untrue.
It is absolutely true.
Well, we just have
He
different.
just pointed it to you. Showed it to you.
Item
So
F,
if I come with the
Approval of out-of-county students.
just chopped and screwed, then does that make
What
it
we
true?
have is
Does that make it true,
a
Kevin?
student that is being, hopefully gonna be approved, that is an out-of-county student, and I'm not mentioning the name, but you see a letter there, because we don't want to expose the name of the student. They will be paying a tuition of $900. We ask that you please approve that student to attend our schools.
need a motion to approve out-of-county student petition.
So moved.
Got a first?
Make a motion.
Ms. Conley, got a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Unanimous? Item G, approval of advanced manufacturing course.
I have a question, and this is a point of information back on the last line item. So the officers that were promised that payment during interviews, does that not mean anything? And that's a point of information for the president.
I don't know what was said. in the
That's not the question. That's not the question that I asked you. I didn't
Well,
say
how
that
can-
you,
how do I
I didn't
know
say,
what they said?
I didn't ask you that you know what was said in the interview. The point of information was, does it not matter what they were promised in the interviews? If they were promised $12.75 or $12.45 in an interview by Benji Britt and another officer, does that not matter?
The only thing that's legal is what was in the minutes, and that board can only speak to its
I have
minutes.
no idea.
No,
what
I'm
was
just
said.
talking about moving forward with information. This is not a legal issue.
Yes, it
Attorney.
is.
I'm talking to the president. It's not. It's not. How is it a legal issue? Because I'm asking, does it not matter? That's not
I
legal.
have no idea what was said.
I know, I'm not saying that you do know what was said. I don't know what was said because I wasn't there. That's not the question that I'm asking you. The question that I'm asking you, does it not matter, or does it matter what was said in the interview to those officers? That's the question. That if they were promised $12.75 or $12.45 during their interview by Benji Britt and another officer, does that not matter? Does that not influence the way we vote on salary scales or anything else?
You're not under cross-examination, Mr. President. You can move on. It's not even on the agenda at this point.
Jim, this
We're on item G.
I mean, this is a board discussion, so why is everybody in such a hurry? I'm asking a question about pay for security officers, and you're talking about you're not under cross-examination. This is a question that I'm asking, a point of information that I'm asking to the board president, just for clarity.
I don't see that anywhere.
When nobody's asking you, nobody's asking what you see, because you are the board attorney. This is not a legal matter, so stay over there. Nobody's talking. Nobody's talking to you. This is not a legal matter, Jim. Stay in your place. Stay in your place over there. No, this is not a legal matter. Nobody's talking to you. I was voted on this board by the people to ask questions, and that's what I'm doing. He doesn't have any more power than anybody up here. Nobody's talking to you, Jim. Stay in your place. This is not a legal matter. Board president, the point of information to you is, does it matter that these people were promised a certain pay, and how do we move?
I'm not answering it. All I can tell
Okay,
you is
well,
I was
fine.
not there. I don't know.
And neither was I. But I'm saying, but does it matter though? If these people are promised a
No
certain.
comment.
Okay, fine. But, Ms. Arlene, does it matter that these people are promised?
We're gonna move on.
This is a board discussion, and I'm talking to the
No,
board. There's a
we
point.
have an
Well,
agenda.
I have another
Item
point,
G.
and I have another
This is
point of
not your
information.
agenda.
I'm
It's a
not-
board agenda.
I know, and I have a
Item
point of
G,
information.
Approval of advanced
There's
manufacturing.
a point of information that I'm asking to Ms.
what
Conley.
we are
Ms. Conley has
asking-
something to say. It's a board meeting. It's not a Jim and David meeting. I'm talking to Ms. Conley.
We're gonna take this into executive session.
I don't think there's any basis for
we
taking
need
it to executive session. I think the board president's already spoken, we're moving on.
I'm gonna
How?
follow
She's
the
a,
agenda.
she's a board member. She has something to say. You don't get to decide what we get to talk about. I'm asking Ms. Conley a question.
We can't do that.
No, we can't go in executive session. David just whispered something to you, which is a lie. We can discuss that right here. We can discuss salary here. We can discuss salary, Ms. Conley. Ms. Conley, we can discuss
We're gonna
salary,
move
Ms.
on.
Conley.
All right.
This is a board meeting. The board is talking. Why are we in such a
Are you ready
hurry?
to
You're not
go?
on the agenda.
I'm talking to a board
It's not
member on
on
a
the
point of
agenda.
information. This is a point of information, and I'm asking her
Does it
about
have
something
to
that's
do-
on.
does it have
Yes,
to do with
it
advanced
has something.
manufacturing?
It has something to
No.
do with the last item. It has something to do with the last item.
Out
which-
of county school district.
No, you moved before then. It was
So
the.
we're way
it-
past that.
No, I'm asking Ms. Conley a question.
Ask
on
her
the
after
point.
the meeting.
This is a board meeting. I want to
I
ask now.
understand that.
I can't ask
No.
her anything. That's illegal. Why didn't you advise him that I can ask her a board
ask her
question
something.
after a meeting? No, I can't. That's illegal. Ask your.
Is it illegal if it's just them two and he asks her opinion on something?
Yes, it's not part of the agenda, he's deviating
I'm
from
talking
the
about
agenda.
after. the
See,
meeting.
he's not even listening.
after the meeting.
He's not even listening. They don't even know what's going on.
Tell him.
Miss Conley, I'm asking, does it matter how we vote if they are, so now he's telling you what to do. You're voted on by the people. I'm asking you a question about the people.
All right, I'm moving on.
How, why can't we talk about it now? It's a board meeting, Miss Conley.
I don't know if that's the truth or not.
No, it's not the truth. I'm not stating fact. I'm stating a question for the board. I'm not saying what was said. I'm just asking you, does it matter if these people were promised something that they didn't get? Does it not influence the way we vote?
Okay, I have a question.
Yes,
for you.
ma'am.
How many people are you talking about?
Several, 2 or 3 people. I think there are only like 6 or 7, but 2 or 3 people that I have firsthand knowledge on.
So you and I need to talk to them. You and I need to talk to them.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
I appreciate that, Ms.
All right.
Conley. I
Thank you.
appreciate that.
All right, approval of advanced manufacturing course for 2025-26.
We are requesting the approval of advanced manufacturing courses study for the 2025 school year. It will aid the career and technical students in acquiring knowledge and developmental skills needed in the pursuit of a career with local industry. This has been strongly supported by industry here in Grenada. So we asking you to please approve the advanced manufacturing course for the 2025-26 school year.
All right, need a motion?
Make a motion we approve the advanced manufacturing.
Need a second?
Second.
Ms. Conley, any discussion? All in favor? Unanimous. Item H, approval of CTE application extended contract.
We actually have, and Rodney, you can help me with this. We actually are trying to do a CTE application for extended contracts for 2 areas within the vocational program. Scotty Waldo, auto mechanics instructor, and Daniel Beach, who works in construction science. And this is a program that is put together by the State Department, and it would help all of our students throughout the summer to continue studying so that they could become more effective in skills classes that they're doing at the vocational school. In this case, then a large part, I think it's 49% of the money that would be paid would come from the state through this program, and from the school district, 51%, if I'm not mistaken, would be paid by the school district for these 2 people. Rodney, have I stated it correctly?
Yes, I think yes.
And so we asked for,
This is something, again, it's pretty common across the state, but we.
Hey, Rodney,
never used
Rodney, do you think or do you know? Do you think he stated it correctly, or do you know that he stated it correctly?
From what I understand about this brand new program to our school district, he stated it correctly.
All right, can I get a motion for the CET application for extended contract for the automotive and construction management science for the summer?
Make a motion.
Ms. Conley,
Second.
second. Any discussion? All in favor? Unanimous. All right, item I, approval of audit proposal for fiscal year 25, 26, and 27.
All right. Our CPA firm that does our independent audit every year, we can't engage with a firm for more than 3 years in a row. Fort Berry and Ballard has completed our audit the last 3 years, so it's time for us to switch. That's in state statute that we have to do that. And McKinsey CPA firm here is the proposal I'm asking you guys to approve. Again, all CPA firms that do these audits, they are registered with the state auditor's office. The actual contract that we will be signing with a McKinsey CPA is issued by the state auditor's office. McKinsey, they probably do more audits right now than any other CPA firm in the state. So I believe they can do the job and do it on time. And just asking you guys to approve this proposal.
All right, can I get a
So
motion?
moved.
Dr. Brazel, can I get a second for McKinsey CPA doing our audits for the next 3 years?
Second.
Kevin, second. Any discussion? All in favor? Unanimous. All right, item J, declaration of junk and surplus.
I'll make a motion to approve junk and surplus.
Got a motion, second. Any discussion? All in favor? Unanimous. Item K, deletion of fixed assets.
So moved.
Got a motion, Ms. Conley. Second, Dr. Brazel. Any discussion? All in favor? Unanimous. All right, item L, review financial statements and activity fund transaction.
Just gonna let you guys open those up and look at them and certainly ask me any questions. I know nothing extraordinary. I will say in January, we started receiving our, the ad valorem collections on real and personal property. So it was over $1 million in January. We actually received over $4 million in February, which is what we expect. That's the biggest month of the year for ad valorem. Well, I guess it was collected in January and remitted to our school district in February.
Okay. All right, can I get a motion to file and receive financials?
So
I make that motion, excuse me.
second.
Dr. Brazel, Kevin, any discussion? All in favor? Unanimous. Number 7 would be for motion to pay the bills.
So moved.
I make a motion, we pay the bills.
Ms. Conley,
I'll second.
second, Dr. Brazel. All in favor? Unanimous. Executive session.
I have nothing.
All right, no executive session. Make a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Ms. Conley, second. Kevin,
Second.
all in favor? Aye. Meeting adjourned. Thank you.
Hey
everybody, welcome to the Kidseum. I'm Melanie Williams. I'm the Kidseum director, and we're super excited to talk to you today about our robot unit that we're doing. Of course, it's one of the kids' favorite things to do each year, and we've been having tons of fun. And of course, it correlates with our district's STEAM education program. If you don't know what that is, that's science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. So all of our kids, all the way from pre-K3 through our second graders, have had a great time learning how to code robots. It helps us create an environment where kids can have some problem-solving areas to work in as well, and that is so important. We have all kinds of robots we're going to show you today, and we'll also let you see some kids in action with them. We're using Sphero with our second graders. They have also built a Lego robot, and we are so thankful for our robotics program at the high school who helped us acquire those robots for our kids to learn, so that we have streamlined this process all the way through from pre-K3 through our high schoolers. We also have Dash the robot. You're not going to believe what all he can do. He can shoot a basketball, he can play the xylophone, and we all learn about block coding when we do that. We've also got this new cool robot called Ozo. Helps us with our younger students as we learn how to code. We're also practicing our shape recognition and letter recognition, things like that. So we're covering all our standards here in the Kidseum as we learn about robots.